Hello, everybody. I have returned against what I said last time. I'm recording on my phone this time. I have very low hopes this is gonna go smoothly, so there'll probably be cuts and stuff, but you know. Okay, if you see my first sketchbook tour, this is a sketchbook that came before that one, so not the one I'm working on currently. I cannot work that quickly. So this is a Bailey J sketchbook. I'm gonna hold this so you can see it. It's a very nice sketchbook. If you don't know Bailey J, she's an art YouTuber. And she's an online store where she sells her products, kind of a bunch of different creative type things. But yeah, I bought this from her shop. She's got two different kinds. This is the mushroom one. There's also a blue daisy one. It's a cloth embroidered sketchbook with cardstock, and you can get the paper in like cream or white, and there's different, choices, and it's a nice sketchbook. I like it. I would recommend it, but I don't think it's for me personally. Just because I couldn't get as attached to it since I couldn't decorate it, which is, whatever. I know some people don't care about that, but I do. So, yeah. By the way, I didn't talk last time. I always put Shrinky Dink charms on my sketchbook. I made both of these. This is a printable one, and that is a one I made with colored pencil of a gummy dinosaur. So yeah. Alrighty. This is like the third time I'm recording this, but last time I said that when I was editing my sketchbook tour, the last one I posted, I kept saying my character every time I talked about my characters, which got a little tiresome, I must admit. I say a lot of things repetitively and whatever, but can't beat myself up for that every time. But for this time, I'd rather not do that. So if you hear me just say random names, assume it's my characters. And if the character I'm talking about is from something, I will say what they are from. But other than that, they're probably mine. So these are stickers I made. I don't know if I said that already. This is Link, Caden, Astro, and Philip. I think I draw them the most. They're like my top 4 favorite, I would say. But yeah, I did the sketchbook November 10th, 2022 to April 12th, 2023. And this is the beginning. Like I said last time, I always draw my character Oliver for the first page. So this is him. I really liked this when I made it. The kind of double pageness of it and the color choice and the heart and, but yeah, I had goals. I don't really like doing goals anymore because I never do them and I never remember them or look at them. So yeah, probably not going to do that anymore, but my goals were finished full scene illustrations, did not happen. Face shapes, and fairy stuff, which is my fairy story, which I just kind of do for myself, whatever. I keep hearing noises in my house. I'm here alone, but things creak and my neighbors are loud, so... Okay, I'm gonna try to go a little quicker than the last sketchbook tour. I don't even know if my phone's gonna let me do this, so, this is my character, Margot. She was an older character, who was a child of two of my other characters, Link and Philip. But I ditched her for a really long time. But I brought her back 2 years ago, or a year ago, and kind of changed her up a lot since I hadn't used her in like 5 years. So she doesn't really look like this. Her hair is the same, but she's not like goth anymore. She's like a weird mix of a bunch of different things. And here's some sheep. I like drawing animals, so yeah. I this time I was smart and I pre-covered up stuff so I wouldn't dox myself. Here's an orange page and a pizza place near where I live. And then my friend and I like to do these character design challenges where we kind of give each other like prompts of what the character should look like, and then we make that character. So this is an orange guy. Yeah, I like how they came out. I don't know their gender, but I like how they came out. I'm a book cutter upper, as established last time. I found these bears in a book. Very homosexual bears, in my opinion. So I drew the gay bears, and then I had this from an old magazine. So that's my gay bear page. Speaking of gay, here's my character Link. He goes through a little hair color change for plot reasons, but that's him as a child. him in disapproval, and then him with his boyfriend's cat, who he does not like, and the cat does not like him either. They tolerate each other. Here's some Posca pen things I did on some scrapbook paper. I do not like Posca pens. Hot take. I like them for some things, but I don't know. I've never been able to get good art with them. I just think they're not for me. No shade if you like Posca pens, but you know. And then here's some edgy boys. I love me a good emo edgy boy. This is Nico from Percy Jackson, kind of older. It weirds me out that he's like canonically 15 in like the newest timeline. That's crazy to me. And then Alucard from Castlevania. I really like him, but he doesn't. It's a good drawing, but it doesn't really look like him to me. If you've seen Castlevania, they draw everyone in that show so hot and gorgeous. Like, it is, like, astonishing. I could never. So, kind of hard to live up to that. But, and here's some things I printed out, kind of to decorate the page. Oh, here they are, my boys. I love Danganronpa. So there's gonna be in all my sketchbooks if I ever do more of these, a lot of Danganronpa. Here's Hanada, who's my favorite. Him as a boy bunny, and then him on a paint swatch. And this is by Nina Nugget. I printed that out. I feel kind of bad when I print out people's art, but I don't do it very often, and I really like their art. So yeah, that's Nina Nugget. Maybe I'll put it on screen if I edit this time. And here's Soda. This was a design by Clown Dots that I really liked of Soda, because I really like Soda. So this was kind of before I made him my own character. I'm not gonna turn this because it's kind of a bitch to get this in orientation, but these are just doodles I didn't like, and I just kind of filled the page with pink stuff. And then my Melody. I love my Melody. I love Sanrio. And I'm one of those bitches who loves to, like, mash together, like, cute stuff and ugly, like, creepy stuff. You know, bordering on those trauma core people, not fully into that, but, you know the vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me again. But yeah, here's one of those window cutouts that I was talking about last sketchbook tour, and I can actually show you this time. So here we go. Whee! And here was the thing that was under it. Here's some stickers. When I don't know what to do, I just fill the page with stickers. Here's that. This was here, maybe. Yeah, it's too good not to show. If you can see kind of in the left corner, the little Rage comic faces. This was for a haunted attraction near me, like a haunted hayride or something. And they used the freaking Rage comic faces, and it killed me, so I had to keep it. I don't go to those kind of things. I'm too, neurodivergent for that. But, I do love horror. And then I was at work and I was trying to remember what Garfield looked like. I can't remember what Garfield looked like. It was driving me nuts. I have a really bad memory. Back to the neurodivergency, I suppose. But yeah, it's really funny. So yeah, I'm gonna do a cut here. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're good. It was really filming after all. Yippee! Oh boy. So this I made when I watched Saw for the first time, the first Saw movie. I was always under the impression I wouldn't like Saw because I don't like gore, but I really liked Saw, like the first Saw. It's a really good movie. It's kind of not like the other ones I've heard. I haven't seen the other ones yet, but yeah, it was a really, really good movie if you like horror. But yeah, I drew this guy while I was watching Saw. And this image. So, my characters. Ooh, I said it. That's Marshall. That's Link. Link's kind of a little turd. He's gay. And Marshall's bisexual. And my story takes place in the 80s. And Link is very repressed and very homophobic bully, secretly gay. So he's really mean to Marshall, who's just kind of who comes out at some point against kind of his will. And Marshall kind of beats the crap out of him because Link says some really terrible things. So out of context, kind of odd, but it's kind of their character arcs coming together in that scene. So this is like a funny kind of version of it. And then here's like the first one I drew. And then here's the characters getting drunk, like what kind of drunk they'd be. My character Tiffany, I'm doing it again. Tiffany is very flirty, so she'd be very flirty drunk. Astro and Cove, who are dating, would be very like happy, kind of, drunks. Link and Philip. Philip would be very flirty and sexual, and Link is very like affectionate and ooey gooey. Vincent is kind of an angry drunk or reckless drunk, kind of depends, kind of flip flops. His girlfriend Nixie is a mermaid, so I don't know. I imagine she'd get very sick. And then Caden, is he cries a lot when he's drunk, and Marshall is a very reckless drunk, so that's him jumping through a ring of fire back there as Caden cries. Here's some rabbits. Shitty little rabbit page, and then some more doodles. Here's I don't know how to say it. One of my friends play Pokemon, so I never say it out loud. Is it Fuecoco? Fuecoco? He was my starter. I wasn't a huge fan of the starters in Paldea, but I did really like them. The middle evolution kind of sucks. Skeletor just cool though. I don't like the weed cat though. Sorry. Here's some poetry I did on these little cards. It's a little like blurry if you really want to read it. It's like cutout poetry. And then a 20% off coupon from Spirit I never used. It's that time of season again. It's almost October, so I love Spirit. I love Halloween. I love horror movies, so I'm very excited to go back. I really like this picture, but I don't want to flip it. Maybe I'll like take a picture and put it on screen or something. But this is Link and Philip. They're my like emotional support characters, but I don't know. They have a nice arc that I really enjoy, and I really like them a lot. They have a lot of issues, but they're good together, and I really like them. Here's cutouts from a zine I made. I like misprinted it a ton because I made it on paper too big to copy. Oh, my knee. Ooh, little skin. So I just cut it out and put it in here. Here's a Pokemon card because like one of those like shitty ones in the pack because I buy Pokemon cards. This is Caden. You know Caden, right? You guys know Caden. Flipping off somebody. I really like this spread. It's a really good, nice spread. It's very him, this quote. Also, fun anecdote about this movie. Me and my friend saw Smile on my birthday, and we went at midnight. And the person working the counter gave us a discounted ticket because it was midnight, so we got kids tickets to a rated R movie. It was actually my first rated R movie in theaters, which sounds kind of lame, but it was. It was a good movie. I liked it. Not like my favorite movie ever, but it was a good movie to see in theaters. I like Smile. And then it was my birthday. This was a very important birthday, not to be TMI, but I came out like a week before my birthday, so this was a very important birthday for me. But yeah, it was a good birthday. Me and my friend hung out and did a lot of fun things. I got my Jinbi-san. I could probably show him to you. Let me go get him. This is my Jinbi-san. He's like my favorite stuffed animal. He was at Barnes and Noble. I wanted him forever, and I was hanging out with my friend that day, and I'm like, can we like go get him? So, yeah. Also, he's got a little jellyfish on him. He's so expensive. He was like $40, kind of like absurd, but I really wanted him. So that was my gift to myself for turning 22 and also coming out. Here's Pearl. Pearl's my favorite Steven Universe character. I love Steven Universe. I don't give a shit if everybody hates it. I think it's a good show. It is extremely flawed, but it is a very good show, in my opinion, because I grew up with it. It's very nostalgic, and I just think it was really important to me as a young queer child. So Pearl's my favorite, of course. I would die for Pearl. Here's a little collage I made. I like doing kind of punky collages. I'm not, I don't like to say I'm punk because I'm not fully a punk, but I really appreciate punks and their ideology and the things they do. So, punk, if you're a punk, you're awesome. And here's a dragon kind of inspired by HEYOOOO from Spirited Away. I love Spirited Away. It makes me cry every time I watch it. Really good movie if you haven't seen it. I'm sure if you're an artist, you've seen Spirited Away or just a Ghibli movie, but here's some doodles in purple. I have this like clear film I use when I make stickers, so I colored it with like purple marker and I kind of put it on the page like as a film, and I thought that was cool. And then here are my Pokemon. I just got Violet because it kind of came out a little bit after my birthday. And yeah, I'm still playing it. I really like Violet. I think it's one of my favorite Pokemon games. It's glitchy as all hell, but it's a good game. I wish they like took some extra time on it to make it as good as it could have been. But hey, you know. Here's my Skeledirge Pebbles, my Ampharos Pepper, my Persian Hajime, and I'm blanking. I don't know what this one's called, but Ravioli. Why? I cannot remember off the top of my head. I am not. I love Pokemon. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I cannot remember a lot of the Pokemon. I have bad memory. Um, Here's a page I really like. I work in a library and I have a lot of scraps of paper at my disposal, so I like to doodle on them sometimes. Here's Legoshi, Legoshi, Legoshi. I like Beastars. Okay, you'll see more of him later. But doodles. That's Caden. I mentioned last time the plot of my story was Caden goes missing. Kind of a half a lie. Caden is the son of the fire god and the animal goddess, and he has god powers, and he can turn into a monster, kind of unwillingly. So he turns into a monster, and has a mental breakdown and goes missing. But yeah, this is kind of him turning into a monster. Also, a Fangoria cover. Jennifer's Body is one of my favorite movies of all time. I really like her, and Megan Fox is a fox, you could say. She's so gorgeous, that Megan Fox. Also, here's a really tiny Chucky. um, Here's a collage I made. I got a lot of this kind of dated 2000s scrapbook paper, very 2000s kitchen core, and some stickers from the Antiquarian sticker book. And then here's the thing I did with Tombow markers and watercolor paint. Like I said, you can I don't. That actually might have been in the other one I recorded. I did say watercolor's iffy in the sketchbook. This was very minimal. I think it can work, but I wouldn't recommend if you buy the sketchbook if you're a watercolor artist. But yeah, I really like this. I like the lines and whatever. Um, there's Legoshi. I cannot say his name out loud. I just realized. But I really like Beastars. I know it's the furry sex anime. It's good. It's good. I really got to read the manga. I keep saying that, like, to my friends, but it's really good, okay? Give it a chance. It's not as, like, weird as you think it is. It's weird, but, it could be weirder. And here's Ghostface, as a sexy woman. Me and my friend are gonna go see Scream, hopefully, in theaters, and I'm really excited. Scream's one of my favorite horror movies, so that'll be nice for Halloween. So yeah, and then some faces and stuff. Like I said, I make shrinky dinks. I sketch out the sketch on paper and then, trace it on the shrinky dink paper, but sometimes I color the sketches. So these were 2 shrinky dinks I made. I actually have them on the same notebook, coincidentally, right here. So I can actually show you. Oh, whoops. So it's Gur and a skeletal dolphin. But yeah. And then this is some caution tape that fell out of a book at work. Couldn't tell you why, but here we are. Here's Caden, and that's Oliver. As children. I used to have a bunch of these baby stickers. I got them at the thrift store, and a sticker, like, they sell, like, these bags of stationery. But I didn't realize it was all baby boy scrapbooking stickers. I thought there'd be, like, different ones in there. I guess someone, like, I don't know, gave up their baby boy scrapbook sticker collection, but I have a lot of these now, which is funny because most of my characters are boys, so I can kind of use them. But this one was our little buckaroo, and I gave Oliver a little. Which is really ironic now because his brother actually is Southern now, and Oliver is not, so that wasn't, around yet, but, it was Christmas. This was from my boss. I'm not gonna open it because it's from my boss, but he gave everyone Christmas cards. This was another scratch up I lost. It's funny, the last 2 sketchbooks had scratch offs, lottery tickets. I do not gamble literally ever. The only time I ever play scratch offs is when my mom gives them to me. I am not a gambler. I like to keep them because I think they're cool. And here's just stuff I had from Christmas, some wrapping paper, some stickers, and then some stuff from a coloring book I had. Christmas is a very interesting time in my life every year, so just trying to keep myself busy, I suppose. Here's a little collage I did. Like I said, I just kind of came out. Um, Maybe that is a little TMI, but I don't know. I don't really mind. I think if you know me from anywhere, you know I am queer in some variety, but I don't know. I don't want to be shy when I talk about it. It's an important part of my life. Here's a little kind of edgy collage I did about, like, I don't know, the expectations of, you know, straightness maybe. And then this was from a library I go to, not the one I work at, but a different one. I'm really lucky to live in a place where, this kind of thing can be given out at libraries, and they can have events and things to help queer people. And then the back is like queer centers that I covered up, not to dox myself. Yeah. And then these are my favorite characters, Robin and Finch. I thought it was fitting because they're both transgender. Um, they're magical, so it kind of goes like Finch is from a fairy society that's really accepting of trans people, so he got to transition through like a very special ceremony they have. And then Robin's a human, and this takes place in the 70s, and Robin is a kind of closeted trans woman and works at a gay bar as a singer. And then they kind of meet each other and fall in love, and it's very sweet. But it was really helpful to me at the time when I was kind of questioning things. So yeah, I really like them. Uh, Here's my character Link. I said it again. In a colored pencil. He's a little skin color's a little weird. He's a Filipino, so not white, but he's a little white there. Just a little bit in the shading. Here's a business card. I do not remember what I bought from Loveless Laskia, but I really liked it, I'm sure. I've never been disappointed with anything I bought online, so check them out. Here's some vellum I got from a store, and some rabbits on it, and then some doodles. Uh, I never really liked the doodles I make at the time, but looking back, they're always really interesting. Some stickeries. Just some random ones. That one's pretty funny. Yeah, just some ones I had laying around. This is another character. This is Finch's sister, Ren, who's the fairy queen. In my fairy story, and she abandons her position as fairy queen and passes it to Finch, who was not happy about being king. But yeah, I did this in my friend's basement with some watercolor pens, just kind of going nuts, not caring. And then these are lyrics. Last time I didn't really mention the song lyrics in my sketchbook. I kind of want to do that this time. I believe these are from either Cherry Wine or From Eden by Hosier. It's Cherry Wine. Cherry Wine by Hosier. My God, that song is gorgeous. I just love Hosier though, so. Here's Caden in colored pencil. I really like this drawing. Caden, like I said, is the son of the animal goddess, and when you're an animal, when you have animal powers in my story, you can like kind of, I don't know if you can talk to animals. I haven't really fully figured that out, but you're very bonded with them, stuff like that. But since Caden's kind of the son of a god and his powers are kind of warped, only kind of certain animals like him, including like deformed kind of animals or animals with disabilities or monstrous type animals in my universe. But birds really like him. Ravens are like really attached to him for some reason, and he has a bunch of wild ravens. He doesn't keep pets, but they live outside and follow him around, and he's very close to his ravens. They love him very much, and he loves them. And then here's a digital piece I did. This is going to be Komida from Danganronpa, and then it didn't work out. And then here's some stickers from my Tumblr. And these are from, oh my god, what song is that? It's a Days and Days song. I'll put it on screen when I remember what song it is. Days and Days is a really good folk punk band if you like folk punk music. One of my absolute favorite bands. I'm gonna cut again. See you in a second. Alrighty, here's a page I did, purple page, in, Tombos and a purple pen. I bought a bunch of these purple pens from Office Supply like a couple years ago, like a whole box. So I've been going through the purple pens like a madman, Okay, here's Philip. Philip. His eye. He has a necklace. My friend calls it his chicken nugget because I used to draw it like weird looking and it looked like a chicken nugget, but I felt the need to share because it really makes me laugh. Actually, my friend made me the chicken nugget in real life. Let me grab it. My friend made this for me. A replica of it. Very awesome gift. Thank you, friend. I love you very much. But yeah, I love Philip. This was from an Italian. I don't know if it was a candy. It was like a wafer, orange flavored wafer kind of treat. My dad got from his work. Really, really, really delicious. Those Italians know what's up. Here's some Pokemon from memory: Granbull, Happiny, and Numel. I don't have a great memory, as we've established, so you know. And here's Caden again. His hand. He his boyfriend Marshall, husband, is a jeweler, and makes jewelry. So Caden's very blinged out in jewelry. But before you know, they know each other and are married and whatever, he has a firestone and an animal stone to remind him of his horrible parents and his edgy past. And then he has glow in the dark skull gauges and a red kind of gemstone necklace. And then here's some just things to fill the page. Oh, this is gonna be cool in a second. Here's some doodles from Scrap at work. He's trying to kill the time. During COVID, we had kind of things you had to fill out for the patrons. So, and then this is Bon from the Walton Files. And wait, you're not gonna be freaking ready for this one. Are you ready? Whoa, dude! That's pretty epic, ain't it? I thought it was cool. Listen, I know analog horror has kind of hit a slump lately where it's just, you know, let's warp a face and be like, oh, it's the Oogie Boogie Man. But I as a 80s 90s hyper fixator, I really like analog horror, and I think the Walton Files is really good. If you've never given it a shot, I think you should. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, definitely give it a shot. It's really good, and I have a soft spot for FNAF, so yeah, I really like the Walton Files. This is from an old textbook from the 60s that I cut up. Ooh. I love bats. As you can see by these two, if you can even see them. And then some doodles in marker. This one came out nice. I really like him. Some more collages. I got a book about like jukeboxes. And, you know, sex pervert. You can see this guy's face with the strawberry and it makes me laugh so hard. But, you know, I like to do these kind of things. I put them on my side Tumblr sometimes for collage stuff. Here's Caden and Boogie. I mentioned Boogie last time, kind of a draw for fun character. I really like Boogie though. And then some more Pokemon. I don't know how to say his name from Sun and Moon. It was like Gladian or something. I really liked him. Sun and Moon was the first Pokemon game I ever finished the Pokédex in. That's kind of dumb. I'm not like a, you know, diehard Pokemon fan. My first game was Black. I've never really played the older ones. I really, 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 really need to, but yeah. I'm just a casual. I'm not like a hardcore, but right now it's like my big hyperfixation. Like really, really into Pokemon and Team Rocket. Love Team Rocket. Doodles, Eye Guy, Rabbit, Milk, Worm. And then I watched Death Note for the first time. I really like Death Note. I made this meme. I hope you enjoy. Death Note's really good. Female characters are treated like shit garbage, but it's really good. So you know, it's of its time. Really enjoyed it. Really like L and Light and Melon. I think his name was or Mellow. I'm gonna make a fool of myself if it's like Mellow and not Melon. I thought he was kind of cool, even though he came in at the later half of the show. Here's Caden brushing his teeth. He's got like fangs. Gotta keep those babies clean. Little clown, Oliver, and this guy. And then I really like Hell of a Boss. If you don't know, it's a internet cartoon by Vivzy Pop. If you know Has Been Hotel, same person. But I prefer Hell of a Boss a lot. I think it's really good. I really like Stolas and Blitz, but yeah, it's really well animated and really well done, and you know, Sanrio, hyper realistic, Karomi in my melody, and then some blue stuff, a little seal, a little lamb, kind of running out of speed. Reminds me of that one Pokemon, you know the one Toxel? No, not Toxel. Whatever. This is River. In my story, werewolves are a thing. Werewolves kind of live in packs. Not really in America, but in other countries, mostly England, like the song "Werewolves of London," and other countries. But there are some in America. Society doesn't really like them very much. They kind of just live like wolf packs out in the woods or whatever. But River is the alpha of his pack, um, and meets another character of some characters you don't know about, but who's his werewolf parents, but is kind of a stunted werewolf, and they get together. They have a very slightly toxic, interesting relationship. But River's cool. He's absolutely massive dude, like 7 feet tall, buff, ripped werewolf guy. And here's some doodles. I mentioned this one because another YouTuber I like. I'll put their name on screen. Pixie Locks, very cool mental health. Okay, we're back. My phone crapped itself. Um, Here's some birds. I really like birds, as I said in the last tour. And then I really like this picture. This is lyrics from She Had the World by Panic at the Disco. One of my favorite Panic at the Disco songs. I'm a big Panic at the Disco fan. And then my character's Lincoln Phillip. Their relationship is very odd at the beginning, when they're both kind of repressed and going through some things. So I don't know, I thought the song kind of fit them. Here's some portraits that my characters drew of themselves because I thought that'd be fun. Caden, very emo. Link's an artist, so like a cartoonist, so that one was pretty fitting. Astro cannot draw. Marshall's like the best artist ever. Like, he's mostly a landscape painter, but you know he can whip out a self portrait. Oliver cannot draw at all, and Tiffany just wanted boobs. So yeah, that's them. This is Cass. Cass is I talked about River a minute ago, the werewolf guy. Cass is also a werewolf. He's British. Came to America. Doesn't really want to be a werewolf. He's actually an art teacher, so good for him. I really like him. He's funny. I stole that from Walmart, and then I saw Puss in Boots 2 with my friend, and I really enjoyed it. Good movie. Oh boy. This is the family tree of all my OCs. Pause to read, I guess. It's kind of indecipherable if you do not know my characters, but it's actually already outdated. Hooray. But yeah. I wanted to do a family tree to keep things, it's actually supposed to be in color, but I printed it in black and white, so it's even harder to decipher if you're not me. Oh, my leg's falling asleep here. Here's some collages I did with some art and stuff. I really liked that one, but yeah. Just ugly page of doodles. Little squishies I have. If you see these and are like, oh my god, I remember those, you're cool. You get a veterans discount. Oh, here's like a realistic Moomin. Some person online a long time ago came up with Mossman as a concept. Like Moomin was moss, whatever. I think it's really cool. I'm like the only person who's kept up that AU, I guess, besides that person, I think. More Pokemon in colored pencil. Oddish and Mudkip. I love Oddish. Oddish was one of my first Pokemon cards as a child, so another collage of bears, and then a picture of a bear. I like to do animal art when I'm really upset. I was upset about something, I can't remember what, but yeah, bear. And then I'm still in the sketchbook. Some doodles on some cardstock. I really like kind of doing marker on cardstock, and the color comes through like toned paper. So blue on this page, and then that's Tiffany, my character, staring at my boobs. So that's cool. They do rock. Tiffany's a mechanic, like a girly mechanic. I love Tiffany so much. She's a girly girl. She's very cool. Some gestures I did in color. And then I really like this page of bones. I love drawing animal skulls and stuff when I'm art blocked. So really enjoyed that one. I'm trying to go a little quicker here. More doodles I had. Old Scratch and Sniff 80 sticker. A fake one. I print them out. It doesn't really smell. Caden. Some things. That's my character, Devora. Devora is from a story that was my cat. Devora is from a story I do not use anymore that much. I still have it, but I really, really like her, and I really, really miss her. That's her and her boyfriend Rodrigo, and that's Rodrigo's dog Bobbio. I miss them. Here's a bunch of collages I did. I took my friend gave me a light box, her old one, and I kind of traced over images and made these cool collages. I really like a lot of these, especially that one, and that one. So, and Ghostface, and yeah. Some kind of lackluster doodles. And then this is Marshall. I've talked about Marshall. Sorry, I was trying to think of the song. This is from Pepper from the Butthole Surfers. Listen, that song's really good, okay? I like the Butthole Surfers. I know their name is really, really stupid, but it's a good band, okay? Anyway, this is Marshall. He had a very complicated past. He was kind of a I don't really know the term. He was the intimidation for a group of criminals, I guess you could say. Kind of sorted through his very complicated feelings by beating the shit out of people. But he goes through like an arc and whatever. But he's good now. But you know, that was him in the past. More of these collage thingies. They're cool. I don't have much to say about them really, but I like a lot of 50s kind of artwork and stuff. Oh god, my phone's gonna die. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Maybe I can plug this in. I'll be back in a second. Okay, crisis averted. Let me fix this a bit. Alright. Sorry for those noises. Here's some more art on boobies. On, colored paper I had. Really, really like this one and this one. Really like these. And then, you know, I filled the rest with stickers. You know, let's look at it a bit longer. Let's admire my hard work. You know, artists don't get credit for all the work they put into their art when it's only posted in one post on, like, Instagram and then never acknowledged again. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, here's Kaden as a cheerleader and me saying I'm forcibly feminizing you. Which is kind of ironic considering what happens later in the story. Here's Philip in a little drag looking outfit. This is Oliver, a sticker I made. It's holographic. I did not like it at the time, but I love it now and I really wish they used it. But you know. And then me saying I'm gonna hurl, and Caden as a pony because since Caden's a god, he'd be an alicorn. Yeah, screw you, he's an alicorn. Really, really losing steam at this point. Did some crayon shit and whatever. You know how it be. Some doodles. Starry. I took this from a Starry I bought at a college campus. Big Frog. Lincoln Phillip. I really like this drawing. I think they're really cute. Caden again. Hungry Howie's. Hopefully that doesn't dox my location. And like a little heart with a face on it. Some gestures I had lying around forever. This is digital art. I just glued in. I was really, really like, ooh, I want to be done with the sketchbook. But I can talk about them. If you remember from my last sketchbook tour, I had a little drawing of Kaden and Marshall I did for Christmas to cheer myself up. This was the other one I did. Astro and Cove. A really cute couple. But they wouldn't really have Christmas in my universe because, you know, different gods and whatever. But I'd assume they'd have like a winter holiday. And then my character Link. Link is an artist, and he's like kind of a cartoonist, but when he's older, like after kind of the story, he becomes a sci-fi book cover illustrator, like specifically like fantasy sci-fi novels and stuff, and he illustrates book covers. So that's what he's kind of doing in this drawing. I think that's a cool idea. And then something I like to do in a lot of my sketchbooks that I didn't do in the last one I toured is the last 7 pages ish, I do color spreads. They're really fun to do. I've done a lot of them. But yeah, here's red. Here's Marshall eating pizza, Knuckles, Among Us. Yeah. Here's the red page. Here's orange. Little teddy bear. Philip about to throw up. Gnarly little hand, and my character Finch with his little wings and antenna. Here's yellow. Do they have a name from Mario Galaxy? Lumi? Possibly? A girl, yellow M&M, and Oliver. Arthur. But yeah, there's yellow. Here's green, Gumby, and Karopi, and the sky, and Link blushing, very, very, very tsundere. And a frog from my Tumblr. Here's blue, little guy, little manatee cookie monster, and then Caden. Caden hates blue. He's a goth at heart. He likes like red, purple, black, gray. No blue though. Only time he wears blue is when he steals Marshall's clothes, which isn't very often, but hey. And then Kokichi does the worm coming out of his head. My character Robin and Barney the dinosaur. And then that was the end. I was really tired at this point. Yeah, I just kind of gave up. So didn't want to finish this. But and then here's where I taped my Shrinky Dinks. But yeah, that was that sketchbook. Thank you for watching. I didn't think I'd ever come back and do this, but I had a day where I could be alone and film. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully I can edit this and post this somehow. But yeah, thank you. Have a good day. Hopefully I'll be back for something. I really enjoy doing these. So I have a million sketchbooks to tour. So, I can do a lot more of these in the future if you'd like that. So yeah, thank you. Bye.